Hey guys, what's up? I don't know about you, but I do zero stretching after I run. But that is all about to change. So let's get stuck in.
Ryan Little.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Fordy Runs. If this is your first time at Fordy Runs, smash that pink button down there that says subscribe on it. Go to our Facebook page and join our Facebook running community and check out the links below. There's loads of cool stuff down there. Like I said in the opening, this is all about stretching after you've done your run and what sort of things you should and shouldn't be doing. I'm absolutely useless at this kind of thing. So I reached out to James Dunne. Now, I don't know if you know of James or not. He's got a wicked website called Kinetic Revolution. He's just amazing at these kind of things, but he's also got a wicked YouTube channel. And it's my point of reference for anything that I'm looking at with regards to stretching, foam rolling, possible injuries, and all that kind of stuff. He's got some really great videos on there. So I reached out to James and said, James, is there any chance you could come on the channel and do anything for us? And he said, actually, I've got a really cool video already on YouTube about stretching for after you've done your run. So he's kind enough to let us have that on the channel. So here's this video, and I'll catch you at the end.
I usually get people doing this in half kneeling to start with. And what you see from most people as they get into a hamstring stretch is that they'll straight leg here, extend it at the knee, pull the toes up towards their shin and start to reach forwards as if they're trying to reach towards their toes. Feeling a bit of a burning sensation behind the knee. What you're doing in this position, we're kind of creating this slump position where we're really putting the sciatic nerve under tension. And the feeling at the back of the knee there, perhaps into the calf, is more of a neural tension. What I'm really wanting you to do is get into mid-belly of the hamstrings here. So, we can go slightly flexed at the knee, relax the ankle, make it the back straight, and keeping this flexion at the knee, this little bend here, just gently reach your body forwards. Tilt the upper body. You should feel that right up in the main belly of the hamstrings at the back of the thigh there. You can hold this for 30 seconds. And then as we're holding this for 30 seconds, we can just rotate the foot out slightly and then rotate the foot in slightly. So let me show you that from a front-on perspective. So rather than being knee fully extended with a slight knee bend, stick your bum back and then we rotate out slightly to get some more of those medial hamstrings, semi-membranosus, semi-tendinosis, and then rotate in slightly to get some more of those lateral hamstrings, so biceps femur. From there, obviously we do the same on the other side. So, again, not a fully extended knee, slight flexion in the knee, and from there, just tilting forward, sticking your bum out backwards, feeling it in the back of the thigh there. Mid-belly, rather than back of the knee, holding that again for 30 seconds. Ankle should be fairly relaxed, we're not pointing, we're also not fully dorsiflexing, just kind of staying in a fairly neutral position. We can rotate out, and we can rotate in. And then out, and then in. We can switch between one and the other, just for 30 seconds as we go through this. I want to move on and look at a hip flexor stretch. Okay, so similar position we'll start out with, why I like this order. So we're going to start off, again, half kneeling. And in this position, rather than being out in front of you here with the front leg, we're going to go ankle underneath the knee. And from here on the rear leg, we can come up onto our toes. And we're going to start off with clenching your butt, pushing your hips forwards. Really feel for that squeeze of your bum. There's no need for us to shift forwards into a big deep lunge, we're going to come on to that. Let's clench your butt, just hold this position. As we're holding this position, all I want you to do is just maintain that gentle clench. Cool, so in this position, we're going to hold that 20 seconds, should be a good stretch down the front. Now we're hip extending, we're knee flexed, which should put particularly rectus femoris under a bit of a stretch. Again, 30 seconds there, and then we can swap on to the other side. I'll show you the other side from front on. So from here, foot up in front of us, there we go, knee over the top of ankle, and again here, all I want you to do is squeeze your butt, push your hips forwards. It's not a shift, it's literally just holding your hips there. Clenching your butt, feeling stretch down the front. Okay, from there, again, if you're feeling that stretch down the front of the quad, we do this 2 or 3 times on each side, particularly hitting rectus femoris. We classify that as a quadriceps muscle, but it's a hip flexor as well, before we come on to the next hip flexor stretch. Got a little comment popped up here. Thanks for the clarity in performing this exercise to stretch the hip flexors. No worries. I'm going to show you a slightly different hip flexor stretch as well as we get into this. So let me show you this. So the hip flexor stretch we've just been doing has been knee on the ground. Sometimes people find it uncomfortable. You can put a pillow underneath the knee, put a yoga block underneath the knee. Anything on that respect is fine. From there, we can actually take the pressure off this knee and go straight leg with this rear leg. So we're going to go into a slightly longer lunge position. In this position, losing balance. In this position, you're going to try and keep this back knee straight. As we just drop down into as deep a lunge as we can. Again, knee over ankle. You're going to feel it far higher up around those hip flexors. You can give yourself hands, going fingers to the ground, staying as straight as you can through the torso. So we're not here, we're here. Just trying to drop your hips straight down. Here we can hold that for 30 seconds as well. Some of you might feel a bit of a stretch at the front of the downward and forward facing leg. That's not unusual, but as long as you're feeling a good stretch through those hip flexors, that's what we're after. And again, I'll show you that from the other perspective too. So, good long lunge position to start with. I'm already feeling that hip flexors up here. From there, just going to drop, keeping his back leg straight, bending the knee here. I'm just going to bring my hands down to the floor. And again, we're going to hold this 30 seconds. This I know will make a difference for so many rounds. So after about 30 seconds there, we're going to move on and have a look at a bit of a gluteal stretch. A couple of the glute stretches I particularly enjoy. Let me show you. So from here, I will lose the eye now. From here, sitting on the ground, this you can do seated on a chair as well. Okay, so you can either be long sitting like this, and then put one leg over the other, and I like to think heel to hip, so it's opposite leg, heel to hip. From here, we can just go heel to hip, elbow around the front of the knee, and then from here, we're just hugging the knee up towards your chest. You'll feel a good stretch from a glute max point of view as we get into this position, and just hold. Again, we're going to hold 30 seconds, and do the same on the other side as well. There are different variations of this. You want to get a little bit of low back in there as well, bit of rotation. We can rotate round, levering with the opposite arm. But for a straight up glute stretch, I'm happy just to keep you here. Now, we can also do that off the side of the chair. Let me show you. So using the sofa here, again we can do this in the office, do this wherever, usually be slightly higher up if we're sitting on a normal chair, but we can very easily go one leg over the other and pull. Same kind of idea, same stretch. Hip flexion, hip adduction, and a little bit of rotation as well, external rotation, but in this position it's really the flexion and adduction that we're after. The big thing from my point of view is to do this when you're a little bit warm. So post-run is excellent. If you've got anything particularly niggly post-run, don't go nuts with it, but it really makes a difference for a lot of people in terms of just a nice loosener after a long run, or after a more intense session as well. But in terms of stiffness the next day, again, great to do, just make sure you're not doing it from cold. Okay, so even if you're just going to go and walk the dog for 20 minutes or take a brisk walk to the shops for 20 minutes and back, and then do it, that's far more effective than waking up thinking, wow, I'm really stiff, I need a stretch, and then just doing it from cold. Okay, so just make sure you're warm, the soft tissues will be far more compliant in that respect. Cool, let me get on with this, let me show you another version of a glute stretch. So, on a wall this time, you get down to not a full-on wall sit position, but a position where you're taking most of your weight onto the wall. From there, we're going to bring one leg up, ankle onto the knee. A bit more of a piriformis stretch this one, ankle onto the knee, and then just going to press down on this outside knee. Just going to hold this position for 30 seconds. Shouldn't be, because you're not going super deep, we're not going down to 90 degrees and most of the weight's on the wall rather than on this standing leg. We shouldn't be overly stressed holding this for 30 seconds in terms of the standing leg. But again, if you do find that hard or you're particularly stiff, take a bit of pressure out of it, a bit of height out of it, and this should be a little bit easier. Let me show you what it looks like from front on. So, from there, as if the wall was behind me, I'm knee onto opposite leg, and then I'm just down pushing down on this side. The wall's there, it's going to push down on this side and hold. And 30 seconds in that position as well. So far, hamstrings, hip flexors, glutes. We can move on in a second, look at quads and adductors. Quad stretch. So, what I see from so many runners is when they stretch their quads, they kind of almost pay lip service to it a little bit. They grab the front of the ankle. In this position, they end up just trying to pull the heel to their butt, and even if they're doing the right thing in terms of going knees together in this plane, what they end up doing is in this plane of motion, they're holding this leg far too far forwards. This isn't going to give you much of a stretch. What I want you to do is bend the standing knee slightly, stick your chest up slightly, and pull back. Again, we're clenching your butt, pulling the foot, and you're going to feel far more of a stretch down the front of this thigh when you're holding and stretching in this position than you would do if you're in this position. So simply standing there like a flamingo, holding on to one leg and hoping it's doing the job isn't going to do enough. You've really got to actively squeeze your butt, push your hips forward and feel the stretch down the front here as you pull back on the other leg. Show the other side. Again, the difference between this versus this. Holding that 30 seconds. Again, you can use a wall or something like that to hold on to. Important that, again, the knees are fairly in line, we're not kind of here somewhere. And that's something we see loads of the time. You'll watch at the end of a club session, all sorts of different variations of this sort of thing going on. Okay, so we hold that for 30 seconds as well, and then we can move on into an adductor stretch. Lots of variations, and depending on how fatigued you feel, we can get you into a full-on bilaterally standing adductor stretch where we move from here onto one side, keeping the feet as forward-facing as we can, and then just dropping your weight into one hip, and then just feeling a good stretch down the inside. Or, as I generally prefer, if I'm at the end of a long run and I'm pretty tired, take a knee, give yourself something to lean on, take the other leg out to the side, and from there we're looking to just sit your weight down into your hips and feel a good stretch up the inside of the adductors on this outward leg side. Hold that for 30 seconds, I know I certainly feel that, and we can sit back into a little bit. So heel to butt on this side, and then we can push up and through. And we're just starting to hit different parts of that adductor group as we're working from one to the other. So it's not a full-on dynamic stretch, not ballistic, it's just slow and gently mobilising through an area that quite often gets quite tight. Yeah, let's show you from side on with a different leg. So from here, out to the side, to give you a slightly better view, we're out to the side here, and in this position, squeezing my butt, pushing forwards, feeling it right up the inside of this leg. From here, I sit myself back, counterbalancing with the hands going forwards here, keep my back straight-ish, and then forwards. Not as tight on this side. My adductors are pretty tight on both sides, in fairness. This is my better of the two. And again, I think from years of various different water sports, my knees handle some hard surfaces pretty well. Feel free to stick something soft under your knees in this respect. There's no point in bruising your knees up, go for a stretch. Find a comfortable surface, a yoga mat, a yoga block, cushion, whatever, a pillow, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, so quads, adductors. The last I want to look at is calves. So, two major muscles I really want to look at when dealing with calves. That is gastroc, the big meaty one of those calf muscles, this chap, and then soleus up in here. The difference really between the two when it comes to the stretch is that when we're dealing with gastroc, we're looking to keep a straight knee, just come forwards over the foot, and when we're dealing with soleus, we need to bend the knee and drop it a little bit lower, and really focusing on the dorsiflexion of the foot. Let me show you, very simple wall stretch, and a lot of you will be familiar with this, but again, it's just focusing on a few areas you might not have considered. So to start out with, very simple, wall supported, we're going to come and make sure that both feet are absolutely parallel facing forwards. If you know the one foot points out slightly anyway, then allow yourself a little bit of leeway. But generally, unless it's uncomfortable, let's get both feet facing forwards, keeping the knee straight and pushing your hips gently forwards. Trying to keep that heel down as you keep the knee straight. That should feel like a good stretch through the main of those calf muscles, the big meaty guy gastroc up at the top. So the upper half of the back of the lower leg. Okay, and then obviously after 30 seconds or so, we can do the same on the other side. Now you want to imagine my wall in front of me here. What I don't want to see is the old turned out foot there. I don't know if you can see down here the difference between that and that. Let's keep this front foot nice and straight, pushing against the wall and just holding. Okay, and again I'm just going to hold this 30 seconds. In standing I can feel a stretch as well for a gastroc. Oh, relatively poor ankle mobility, so it doesn't take a lot for me to stretch gastroc and soleus. Now what I'm about to say makes it sound like I'm saying that I'm a good runner. That's not what I'm saying at all. As an aside, a lot of runners, a lot of good runners actually have relatively stiff ankles. It's that ankle stiffness that gives them the kind of the elastic recoil, the springiness off the ground. Okay, by coincidence I have the same trait. That's not me commenting on my running abilities, trust me. Okay, so that's gastroc on both sides. Then we can go from here to here. So you see the difference in the positioning. And instead of straight leg, we go bent leg and sit our butt back into it. And this straight away is going to feel like more of a stretch up through here, the lower part of the calf. Soleus. And again, with soleus, we're going to keep the foot straight on both sides and feel that stretch. As I said, 20 to 40 seconds, generally speaking, 30 seconds is a good marker. Just going to hold that. Let me show you again front on. So from here, if this is our standing gastroc stretch. I'm a little bit shorter. I'm dropping my weight down into the back leg and just holding. Simple 30 seconds hold is perfect. Again, I'm not timing this strictly for the sake of this video, but that's kind of where you want to be at. Just relaxing into it. If anything hurts as you're going through these stretches, is there any real significant discomfort? Obviously, stop. But if it's just feeling like a stretch, comfortable yet intense, I suppose, stretching feeling, I'm fine with that. Okay, but it's when it becomes pain, we don't push through. Pain is you damaging something. Remember that. That's why you need to go and see a physio, see a sports therapist, whoever you go and see for your running injuries.
So guys, how awesome is that? Now, I'm going to be doing those stretches myself from now on, especially now I'm marathon training. I'm going to make sure that I'm doing all those stretches when I get back, especially on my longer runs, because I say I'm useless to that kind of thing. But that's it from me. Don't forget to check out James. His links are down below. He's got Kinetic Revolution website. He's got a Facebook running community as well. He's got his YouTube channel, which I want you to go over to subscribe. And I say it's a real good point of reference. If you've got any, like in particular things you want to stretch, or like I say parts of your body you want to foam roll, you want to concentrate on, it's a good reference point to go over there and have a look at it, see what he's got, because he's probably got something on one of those topics. So a massive shout out to James. Thanks very much, buddy. I really do appreciate it. But that's it from me. I say don't forget to check out these videos, I think it is, and subscribe. You know the drill by now. Leave me some comments. Are you stretching after you're running? Probably not, right? But that's it for me, and I'll catch you guys later.